All right, so first things first, we need to be able to identify what has SMB signing enabled and what has SMB signing disabled. Now, there are a few different ways that we can do this. One way would be to run a Nessus scan, and when you run Nessus, it'll tell you nice and neatly, hey, look, this has SMB signing disabled on these servers, and you can copy that list down if you want to. Another method which I'm going to show you is Nmap. We can run a specific script on Nmap that is built in, and it'll check for SMB signing. And then lastly, you can go out to GitHub and search for something like SMB signing check, and you will find a bunch of different scripts that will do this for you, or you can write your own if you really want to. So what we're going to do is we're going to just use Nmap here and just do a quick check, and then we can kind of understand what we're looking for. So we're going to type in Nmap, and then we'll do a -- script like this, and the script is called smb2-security-mode.nse. This is an Nmap scripting engine. And we're going to be looking just on port 445, and then we're going to sweep across the entire network that we're on. So it should look something like this, and it should go by pretty quick for us. So let's go ahead and just enter. And what's going to come back is whether or not the port is open. As you can see here, like this has filtered on this port. It's going to come back whether or not the port is open and whether or not SMB signing is enabled or disabled. Let's ignore .1 and .2. Okay, so .140, this is where we start, at least for me. .140 is our server. So this is our domain controller. And you can see in the domain controller, message signing is enabled and required. So remember, when we talked about message signing, we said that it is disabled by default on any workstation and enabled and required on every single server by default. Okay, so we expect to see this. We will not be able to relay to this machine. However, if we look at 141, which is the Punisher, and 142, which is Spider-Man, we can see here that 141 and 142 will both say the same thing. Message signing enabled, but not required. So it's enabled, but it's not required, meaning that we can still do a relay attack because of the non-requirement here. So what we can do is we can take the list of IP addresses that we have here, given 141 and 142, and put those into a list. And we can go ahead and do that now. So let's just go ahead and say gedit, and you'll see my targets are already here, but we're going to say gedit targets.txt, hit enter. And I actually only want you to put one target in there. So I'm using Peter Parker's machine. So let's go ahead and just use Peter Parker's machine, whichever one you have your secondary machine on. You should have a 141, 142, whatever the IP address actually is. Go ahead and just pick one of those machines here. In a perfect world, you would put all your machines in here, but we're just going to simplify this for the attack. Go ahead and save that out. And then I'm going to pause here. We're going to meet in the next video where we configure everything, and we'll set up the relay and see how the attack looks. So I'll catch you over in the next video.